It's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the emergency allotment for the month of September. We're also going to talk about the child tax credits, some clothing vouchers for school for the upcoming year, tax refunds, Social Security, you name it, we are going to discuss it. Why? Because today is actually. So if you want to know what your family had to ask, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because, you know, we back to our regular scheduled programming. I'm at my place. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. And yeah, you already know what to do. You know, go ahead and pick up my ebook, Invest in Yourself, get on YouTube, start your business. Let's get this money. If nothing else, start making these arrangements for 2022, okay? Like, we almost there, y'all. We are almost there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the emergency allotment. I do have my computer here, so if you're wondering why I'm looking down, that's because, yeah, I can't remember all this stuff in my head, even though you guys think I can. Thanks. All right, so first we have about 7 states for September. We have Kansas, Michigan, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Kansas will pay out October 15th through October 24th. Michigan, September 25th through October 4th. New Hampshire, September 5th, 21st, and October 19th. Rhode Island, September 3rd, Vermont, October 14th, Wisconsin, September 25th, you will pay out, and Wyoming will pay out September 2nd through the 5th. So that's what we have going on. Let's go ahead and jump into these questions because, you know, y'all want all the tea. All right, Talia says, how do I add my baby born for my child tax credit? So, Talia, from my understanding, when I went and checked the IRS website, they did not have it on there where you can add your child just yet, but that is supposed to be another update that is coming where you can add your child that was born this year or even last year if it was not updated on your tax return. So, you're going to have to stay tuned, but if you can't get them added, girl, you're going to get it when taxes come, okay? So, you ain't going to lose no money, mama. All right, the next one comes from Heather. She says, hey, I was looking up some clothing vouchers for my girls. One is going to school on the 5th, and then the other one is going to the 5th grade, one is starting kindergarten. I've never been in this stop before. She says, when I Googled your site came up and now I'm here and I have no idea what to do and I'm praying something works out. So Heather, hey girl, we've all been there before, okay? It might be school clothing vouchers for you. It may have been my lights was turned off, okay? So we've all been in a spot where, you know, we needed some money, some extra cash, all right? So with the clothing vouchers, you did not put your city or your state. It just depends. The first thing I would do is start off with like DHR, the Department of Human Resources. I would dial 211. I would definitely look at the Salvation Army, United Way, even some thrift stores go ahead and give out those clothing vouchers. So those are the places that I would start. Best of luck, my darling. The next one comes from Shannon. She's in Ozark, Alabama. What up, A-Town, Alabama? She says, I have not been able to get any help from Dale County and my nonprofit Peer Mediation is what I do for families and singles alike. I am disabled family of 3 that I've been working with, and I have so much to share, but I have no help for supplies, no money to pay for my team of mediators. I also have your ebook. I don't know where to start with getting content out of my head onto paper or video. Great job. Thank you so much for purchasing my ebook, first and foremost, Shannon. So where do you start, right? You start with writing down everything. When you have like your business, what do you want to do? I don't care how small the idea is or how large it is. Get it out your head, because if not, it's going to keep fostering. It's going to keep turning wheels. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Once you get it out your head, start researching those things. So for example, I wrote on my vision board earlier this year that I wanted a vending machine. Well, you know, some days went by, I looked up a vending machine. Some days I didn't look up a vending machine, but I still kept it on that vision board. And when I had that extra time, I started Googling places for vending machines. I started looking at, do I want to buy one out of town and get it shipped to me? Do I want to buy one on eBay? And so once you start doing your research, once you start getting in the thick of it, it'll start becoming clear. But a lot of times people will like to research one thing at one time and then you don't see what you want. Honey, that's not how it works. Like, you know, you're going to have to put some elbow grease in this thing. Like, you're going to have to do it months after months. And eventually you have to ask the right questions, start to get to know people, network, but you got to believe in yourself and you got to research for yourself. Hope that helps. The next one comes from Rochelle. So what does Utah have? Girl, you better dial 211. I don't know. Like, I love that y'all think that I'm just the brainiac, but a lot of times I have to research these items to put it out myself as well. I don't know. I don't know. So you would have to. All right. The next one comes from Deanna. She says, hey, Shalae, I wanted to know, how does a person with SSI start their business, and will it affect their benefits? Because sometimes starting a business could take a couple of years before you start receiving any income. You're absolutely correct there. How does that work? Can you help me out on this? Okay. So SSI, depending on how much money you are getting, sometimes SSI does allow you to start a business. However, depending on, there's like a certain amount that you can't exceed. To be honest, I'm going to tell you not to even chance it. I'm not going to tell you some other things that you do, because you know we try to do things legal here. But if you want your name on a business and you are receiving SSI, I would be kind of leery of that. That is just all I'm going to say. But on there, it just depends. I'm not sure what that amount of money that you can make per year at all, but that's going to be something that you would have to research. All right. The next one comes from Herbert. He says, can you help me get a grant? I will bless you with some of it. I'm trying to get me a Glowforge laser 3D printer. All right, Herbert. Thank you so much for believing in me that I could get you a grant. There are so many people, guys, that have grant writing companies that can help you get a grant. You can do it on your own. So I'm going to refer you to them. Like, you have to know when to outsource. I am great at researching information, finding it, telling you, but if you want me to help you get a grant, honey, that is not my expertise. I don't get on here and say that at all. I give you the I'll give you the rod, the fishing rod. I'll give you all that, the water. I'll drive you to get there, but you got to actually throw it in and get the fish and bring it up. So if you go and look like grant writers on Google, or if you look on Instagram or even Facebook, these are people that is their area of expertise. Pay them, let them help you. That's not for me. All right. The next one comes from Nicole. I need a link to free grants or loans for an upstart business. I live in Texas. I have an LLC. I'm starting a podcast, but I will be offering items for sale, essential oils, t-shirts. I need a podcast equipment and an office set up. My fiance has a corporation. Girl, you are doing too much too quick. Okay, let me just go ahead and put that out there. All right. So I think that's the thing that happens with entrepreneurs. A lot of times, like, we have so many great things that we want to do, or even things that we are great at doing, but you have to tone it down, mama. You just said that you were starting a podcast, you're doing essential oils and t-shirts. I know everybody's saying like you need 7 streams of income for you to become a millionaire, but you got to start with 1 stream of income, and you have to do that so well. So if you're going to do a podcast, that in itself is a lot in getting the equipment, finding your audience. What are you going to talk about? You need to start with one of these things, and then once you hone it down on that one, you'll be able to go ahead and find out where you're going to get the grants, or which grants to target, or something like that. So that's what I need you to do, Nicole. Go ahead and see what direction you want to go into, because mama, you all over the place right now. Okay. All right. The next one is Maryland. Is there any free cash in Wisconsin? Yes, there is. And I've mentioned Wisconsin in some of my other videos, so definitely check it out. All right, the next one comes from Cynthia. She says, hey, Shalae, I was wondering when my t-shirt was going to ship. Not trying to be a bugaboo. No, Cynthia, you are not a bugaboo. I seen before I left, I just came back from my annual training, so you guys know that I'm in the reserve component. I go to drill 1 weekend a month, and I go to annual training 2 weeks out the year. I seen 2 or 3 people have bought some t-shirts. I went in there and refunded their money to them because I knew that I couldn't keep up my 7 to 10 day period to have it sent out to you. And then it looked like you went back in there and bought the shirt again. Thank you, girl. You went back there and bought the shirt again on the 16th. So that gives me 7 to 10 days to get it shipped out. So I'm shipping it out to you today. But yeah, if I know that I'm not going to be there, or if I can't ship it out within 7 to 10 days, I refund you your money back. So there's no issues. There's like, I ain't trying to take $20 from nobody. I'm just saying. All right. The next one comes from, so to go out today, Cynthia. Queens says, will TANF get another $400 per child? I'm not sure. Each state does their own thing when it comes to their TANF benefits. Some states give a little bit more, some states don't. All right, the next one comes from Dreama. She says, Florida is the only state with no SNAP increases. Can you tell me why, please? No, Florida is not the only state. You have Montana, you got Idaho. Florida decided on August 1st that they were not going to do the maximum allotment moving forward. So they're not the only state that's doing it at all. But yeah, they decided to stop it on August 1st. I'm not sure why the governor decided to do this. I know I was reading my comments. A lot of people were like, hey, they have some of the highest rates right now due to the COVID-19. And so, but that's what your governor decided. So I hope with all this stuff that's been going on, when these elections come around, that you guys remember some of the things and get out there and vote and really, put these congressmen, put them to the fire and like, hey, what did you do for this? What did you do? So, all right, moving along. The next one comes from Joanne. She says, if you're unable to work for total and permanent disability, you may be eligible for total and permanent disability discharge or federal family education loans, Perkins loans, direct loans, teacher education assistance for college. For more information on how to apply for the total and permanent disability, you can check your status of the application or go to disabilitydischarge.com. Thank you so much for giving that information. Hopefully that helped and freed someone as well. All right, the next one comes from David. Can I write an ebook about anything, or does it specifically have to be my autobiography? I'm living proof, David. I don't have an autobiography. So yeah, you can write it about anything. If you want to write it about tires, gumballs, whatever you decide to do, my darling. Do you, but just think, just because you write it doesn't mean people are going to buy it. So keep that in mind, okay? You can write whatever you want, but are people going to buy it? And that's what you want. We just not out here writing ebooks just cause, right? Okay. All right. So the next one comes from Hazel. She says, I would like to know, how do I get funding to start an online boutique selling jewelry, handbags, and how do I find wholesalers? So funding, Google wholesalers, go to Alibaba.com. There's a lot of other people who sell ebooks on different vendors that they use for wholesaling, such as lash companies, hair companies. There's a lot of different information out there. So how do you find it? You get on there and you surf the internet and you keep searching, and you search your city and you search your state, and then you just go from there, and you search being a woman or a woman of color. And so you do all these things. But yeah, it's out there, I'm sure. All right. The next one says, is New York on the list for increased food stamps, and how much for one person? So yeah, New York is on everyone. This is a federal funded program. So October 1, everyone will get a increase in food stamps. If you haven't checked out the other videos that I posted, definitely check out that video. I want to say, I think for one person it was $157 starting off. I think that's what it was, $157. All right, the next one comes from Anna Smith. What about Florida? I never see Florida, and my pandemic EBT card only has $1 on it for a couple months. Do I need to apply at the food stamp office? Well, yeah, if you haven't applied for food stamps, they're not just going to load it on there. So you definitely would need to apply. But if you're looking for like additional allotment, as of August 1st, it won't have it. So yeah, Anna, go ahead, girl. Call them. Okay, sis. All right, the next one comes from Jessica. She says, is there any way that you can help me, please? I am in your city of Jackson County. I'm not in Jackson County, love. I am trying to get the grant here for my business. I just have a question to ask. I never got a grant for none of my business. I need you to help me, or call me, or email me, please. So let me tell y'all, this is a perfect time to go ahead and talk about these spammers, scammers, and bots, because a lot of people will comment underneath my videos and they're like, hey, call this number, call WhatsApp. No, that ain't me. I'm not contacting you guys outside of me posting this video. No offense. None of that. Like, I am super busy. I just told you I was on military. I'm running my own businesses. I'm doing YouTube. I am Miles' wife. Okay. Like, I am very active in my church and my community. I don't contact you outside of here. The second thing is, I put this information on the internet to show you programs that are out there so you can go and look for it and research it. I am not the advocate for that state or their business program at all. You may not even know that your county had this program. So I tell you that the program is available. It's up to you to take it the next step and call the people or research the article or do what you need to do. When I have my one-on-ones that I start back offering, you can pay for a one-on-one for that individualized training there. Or if you want to talk about grants or anything like that, that is an additional fee. But all I'm doing, I'm putting out here for free my time on different programs that are out there. So when I open my one-on-ones, if those that want me to help them apply or look for grants, I can do that. But I am telling you, the best option is for you to go find a grant writer, or if I put something in there for Jackson County, then that's why I start posting the news articles so you can see it does exist. If you type in Jackson County small businesses in Google, I guarantee you will come up with the information and who the contact person is. All right. Back to our regular scheduled programming. The next one comes from Sharon. Can you tell me what website to go to get some cash flow people are getting? I will tell you this. I just landed a job. Congratulations, mama. It's a restaurant, but it pays good. Now, mind you, my first payday is like 3 weeks, and I'm behind on many, many bills. Help, girl, you got a job. That's where we go. Let's start from there. And then it just depends on what type of work you've done. You didn't put your state. Certain states have different things, but you just got to, watch the news and be looking on there. But congratulations on your job. The next one comes from Sharon again. Shalae, you are a bomb. You are good at what you do. I love you, girl. Thanks for what you do. Well, thank you, Sharon. I love y'all too. I love you to the point that I want to put this information because so many programs and so much money goes unspent because people don't know about it, right? And so I come on here and I try to give it to you. Now, me giving you the information for free and me doing it completely for you as far as filling out the application, calling who you need to call and do that, no, that is two separate things, okay? I gave you the information. It's up to you to now start actually moving forward and putting that action into place, okay? All right. The next one comes from Tina. Is there anything for a single mom that I can do to claim my daughter's or my children's dad's stimulus check? Nobody's talking about this at all. Both of their dads are way behind on child support and haven't filed taxes in a long time. So really, there's nothing that you can do at this point if they took his stimulus check, because stimuluses are kind of over right now. Unless we're going to get one in the future. For the first and second stimulus check, states that were going to take those checks, I think they only could take the first one now that I think about it. For the first stimulus check, states that took those checks, like in Texas, they were already starting to pay out that money. And then for the second and third check, it couldn't be garnished for back child support. So I'm not sure exactly how you were going to get their stimulus checks at all, Tina. I'm not sure. Alrighty here, and those are the questions in the emergency allotment that we have. So I know you guys had asked a lot of questions. Like I said, I'm always here to help you. I want to help you. I wouldn't do this if I didn't. However, me helping you and completely doing everything, I just don't have that time. I just don't have the time. And then when I do have that time, you're going to have to pay me for my time, if that makes sense. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, right? Because anytime that I'm working on something for you, that takes away what I can be doing for my own business. That takes away what I can be doing with my husband, my family, my community. I come on here and I may post a 10 to 20 minute video every Monday and Wednesday and Friday. And for that month, you may get about 12 to 15 videos, maybe a good close to, 10 or 12 hours from me, but that's the time that I have allotted for YouTube. And outside of that, if you want some of that other time, you're taking me away for something else. So I'm not sorry for that. I'm very clear with my boundaries. And when I open up my one-on-ones, if that's what you want to spend, you can pay the $75 per hour and we'll go from there. But I do truly believe that you can do this on your own. There's nothing new or spectacular about me. If I do it, I'm sure you can do it as well, and I encourage you to get out there and do it. So that's all I have. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Thank you for those that have taken my videos and been able to get money. I'm super excited for you. And for those that haven't get it, girl, you're going to get it soon, but you're just going to have to do a little bit more work, okay? And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.